Let me ask you this. Speaker Boehner says that we need to match every dollar that goes to raising the debt ceiling, and that's one of the hardest votes that's going to be coming soon. We need to match every dollar that goes to raising the debt ceiling with at least $1 of spending cuts. Could you support cuts that high?
No. Well, I don't think these two things should be related. I think that we should subject every dollar we spend, every taxpayer dollar, whether it's defense or domestic, to the harshest scrutiny. Is the taxpayer getting his or her dollar's worth for that spending? But on the other hand, that is a judgment that we have to make as we make cuts to reduce spending, but having nothing to do with whether the full faith and credit of the United States of America should be placed in jeopardy. The mere suggestion of it last summer resulted in our downgrading of our credit rating. Just the suggestion of it. It didn't even happen, and we were downgraded. So I think that this is really a fundamental discussion. And while if you say to somebody, should we cut spending in order to reduce to raise the debt ceiling, it sounds almost logical. But the two are completely separate. The debt ceiling is about spending that has already occurred. Yes. You're going to say, I'm not going to pay my bills unless you stop buying stuff. Well, then stop buying stuff so you don't have future bills. But right now, we have to pay the bills that have been incurred. And if you want to say cut spending for what we do next, fine. But don't tie it to the debt ceiling.
Well, let me tell you, here are the big dates that are coming. End of February, Congress has to raise the debt ceiling to keep the country from going into default, as you say. On March 1st, those draconian cuts in social programs and defense programs go into effect unless you do something to put it off.
Yeah.
And then on March 27th, the government basically runs out of money. Why can't the Congress solve these problems before we get up to those deadlines? Why do we go through this kind of exercise that embarrasses everyone?
Well, you ask the Republicans, because we always passed the debt ceiling when President Bush was president, as he was incurring these massive debts, and the Republicans weren't saying boo at the time. There should be no, this is a conversation where there should be no doubt. In fact, if I were president, I would use the 14th Amendment, which says that the debt of the United States will always be paid.
You would just go ahead and do it. You wouldn't wait for the Congress.
I would just go do it, right. But